welcome to another video. Today we will be performing a multi-time frame analysis and checking the order flow for a specific pair to understand which is the best zone to be looking for a potential trading opportunity. In the video, we'll provide a lot of value because you will understand exactly which are the key concepts that you're supposed to be applying in your own trading and trading strategy. Now, if you're new to the channel, I'm a top author on the TRADINGVIEW platform and I share free education and analysis on all my platforms, and I really suggest that you watch the video until the end because it will be filled with value, and it will also be practical because you will have the opportunity to actually look exactly which is the best zone to be looking for a potential trading opportunity. And I will see you in the video. Okay, so let's do a full breakdown of the situation that we currently have on USD Mexican peso because it's a great pair for a potential capitalizing opportunity. And I will now show you by the end of the video exactly how we can be looking to capitalize on this pair. And as usual, I will try to keep the analysis as educational as possible, so you will learn a lot of things during the analysis. So make sure you stick to the video until the end. So let's start from the monthly time frame. Now, when you are performing a top-down analysis, what you're supposed to be doing is using the monthly, weekly, and daily time frame for the direction of the market. And then you go on the 4-hour time frame to confirm that that direction is actually right. And you obviously on the 4 hours search for a good entry. So let's start our analysis from the monthly time frame. Now, what we can see here is that the market clearly has created a strong impulse to the upside. After the impulse, what do you expect? You expect a retracement. Now, if you want to measure this retracement, what you're supposed to be doing is taking your Fibonacci from the low to the high of the impulse. And what you can see is that the market stopped exactly at the 50% retracement. And from here, it started a move to the upside. Speaking about which, I want to speak about an important concept, which is if you have a strong impulse in the market and you have a retracement, you expect the market at least to try to create the continuation to the upside. So if you are on the monthly time frame, like in this case, you expect at least one green monthly candle, so one bullish month, because the market is supposed to at least try to create the continuation to the upside. And in fact, that is exactly what the market has given us. And I'll also show you how we were able to capitalize on this move to the upside, because here on the monthly, it might seem small, but it was a very good 1 to 3 risk to reward to the upside that we banked with the students. If you remember from my first analysis on USD Mexican peso, where we said that from here, we definitely wanted to see the market create this move to the upside. And obviously with students, we did capitalize on the move. But let's continue our top-down analysis. We spoke about the monthly. We know what situation is going on the monthly. Let's go down on the weekly and see what kind of situation we have on the weekly. On the weekly, we can see, first of all, that the market has created a strong retracement to the downside from the monthly impulse. However, creating an impulse inside an impulse, because this retracement on the weekly time frame is obviously a new impulse to the downside, followed by the retracement that we obviously had the trade on. So we capitalize on this weekly retracement back to test the structure. Now, in this case, where is the structure? The structure is exactly this level here. Why? Because it is the previous weekly support, now turn resistance. And in fact, it is the level that the market now rejected. Also, after this impulse, if we have a retracement and you want to measure this retracement, what are you supposed to be doing? Taking your Fibonacci from the high to the low of the impulse. And what you can see is that the market stopped exactly in between the 50% and 61.8 before starting this move to the downside. So on the weekly, we can expect more continuation to the downside. So to complete this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the downside, to go and test the structure, which the market still hasn't tested, because the real weekly support is actually here at this previous resistance, again resistance, which is now turned support. So the liquidity for this market is actually here. Now, if we go on the a daily time frame and see what kind of situation we have. Let's go on the daily and see what kind of situation we have. Now on the daily time frame, what we can see on the daily, we can see that the market has created a very clear level of structure from which it actually created a fake breakout. And I will now show you exactly why this happened and how retail traders actually remained trapped by this zone. But first, let's go and see what kind of situation we have from a COT perspective, so commitment of traders, what big banks and institutions are currently doing in the market. Let me grab our data and let's go and check it out.
Just a quick reminder, make sure you comment below and you let me know which pair or topic you would like me to cover or analyze in the next video.
Now, if we go and see what we have from a COT perspective, I now grabbed my table. What we can see that if we check the data for the Mexican peso, which always remember is actually Mexican peso USD, because all currencies on the spot are traded against the USD. What we can see is that we went from having minus 5k net positions all the way up to having 23k net positions. So we had a clear increase in the positioning to the long side from an institutional perspective. So non-commercials, which are the biggest speculators in the market, which are most of the times making money. So if you're able to follow them, you will definitely have an edge in the market over your competition. Now here it seems like the Mexican peso is very bullish, which means that actually, since this is Mexican peso USD and we are analyzing USD Mexican peso, you have to reverse the thing. So it means that they are actually shorting a USD Mexican peso. So they are shifting their positioning to the short side. So let's go back to the chart and see what kind of situation we have and how we will approach the market with students. So from a daily perspective, what do we have? We have a market that, as I was saying earlier, created a trap for most retail traders from this structure area. Why? Because this area was very strong resistance here, turned again resistance here, and again resistance here. Now when you see a market create a triple top like this, there are two types of traders. Traders that will just start shorting and traders that are waiting for the break to the upside for the continuation higher. Now, which is the best way that market makers have to fake both of them and hunt their stop losses? The best way that they can do is basically, since here they have who is looking for a short has already shorted, right? So if you bring the market against them, you will hunt all the stop losses that are here. So first they hunted all the stop losses. At that point, the breakout traders will start longing, and that is perfect because if they long, then they can short by using their liquidity, and in fact they created a break back below the zone, which brings an amazing opportunity because at this point we know that the monthly, weekly, daily and the COT data is all confirming the same view. So how we will be approaching this situation with students? First, we will be waiting for the market to create a retracement, to basically create this impulse correction pattern, and then we will be looking for the continuation to the downside. And after the market will have given us a retracement, possibly to the level of structure at which the market created a fake breakout, at that point, what we will be doing with students, we will be monitoring price action on the 4-hour time frame inside of this area, because as we said, always remember, monthly, weekly, and daily are for direction. The 4-hour is for entry. So with students, we will be monitoring price action on the 4-hour time frame inside of this area, waiting for the market to provide to us one of our valid entries. And as soon as the market will provide to us one of our valid entries, we will be taking a nice short with a very good risk to reward and very good probabilities for the move to the downside.
If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button and comment below. That really does support the creation of more free education and analysis for all of you. Also, make sure you go and check out the mentorship program. You find the link in the description. It's a very complete program. You first learn all the rules of my rule-based strategies, and then you trade them with me each and every day. In fact, I give you the market breakdown showing you exactly how to apply the strategies with entry, stop, take profit, as well as answering every single question that you have every day. So it's a very complete program. I suggest you go and check it out. Link is in the description, or I will see you in the next video.